I recorded the first 15 minutes of this once already, but then I got a phone call which I promptly ignored. I mean, phone call. Then the phone started ringing, I ignored that. For the first time, I think for the first time ever, when I was recording. Or maybe the second. Whatever. And then the game, shortly after the phone stopped ringing, decided to... Oh, yeah, let's move the phone away so that it doesn't do the buzzing sound. The interference sound, or whatever it's called. So... And then when the phone stopped ringing, shortly after, the game decided to close itself without even bringing up a error message window. But I suppose it was a good thing in the end, because it was concerning the family member who has cancer, so... You know, that was... At least that. Whatever. So, after a few days of running, the Scourge Arthas commanded finally arrived at an area nearby Icecrown Citadel. However, the Order of Dawn's forces had already begun to attack. Such is the description of Chapter 11, Nightmare's Birth. I don't really like the way this cinematic goes, because there's talk about Arthas having a heart, having emotions, and isn't he undead? Why does he have dreams even? Undead don't sleep, you know. Yeah, you once lost your life. Heart will bleed. He's an undead. He doesn't care about the heart. I kind of dislike that Benedictus doesn't have a face. The music in this one tends to stop playing very quickly. You know, I don't think it would be even that difficult to make it seem less weird in English. It's like, although I guess regarding this cinematic, that would be more than just naturalizing the words. That would be also naturalizing the storyline, because he's an undead. Undead don't sleep, as far as I can tell. You know, of course, the author can say whatever the fuck. It's just whatever the fuck they want. It's just gonna seem out of place, in my opinion. This could be fixed in a very simple way. Instead of having dreams, say he's been having weird visions as of lately. You can still have visions as undead. Arthas has them even in the Reign of Chaos, and or even if not in Reign of Chaos, he definitely has visions in Frozen Throne, where Lich King talks to him. You know, fixed, simple. I just think that this campaign could use some assistance, but you know, it's the author's decision at the end of the day. So, and also it's about the author's vision and what they want to have.
At last.
All right. So, what I tried to do tried to do. What I tried doing, yeah, never. What I tried to do was
This is more like it.
adjust some of the settings, because last time I recorded, there was some of the lag again, and that, as I wrote in the post on my community page, because I don't know how many of you visit that page, because likes are the only way I can track, or at least get an estimation of how many of you saw that page. And there's usually about 10 likes, so I can only estimate about 10 of you saw it, so I'm saying it again in the video. There was lag, and the lag gets me every time, and I don't know what's causing it, because when I record other things it doesn't lag. It might be just a Warcraft 3 thing. Warcraft 3 on Windows 10, mind you. And if that's the case, I don't think there's much I can do to try and fix it, because I upgraded RAM. There's little to no reason why it should be lagging. So what I tried doing, also previously, the last time I was recording, I had about between 8 to 10 browser tabs open because I was tired and forgot. So maybe that caused it, but even still, even though Firefox eats RAM like it's cookies, it doesn't eat that much RAM. Not after my upgrade to 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's like, I don't know which speed. It's 5, 4 VRAM is what I mean. I don't know, it's like, it's very good memory cards is what I'm trying to say that I have upgraded to. Also, am I destroying any of this? I just need to kill the thing up there. That's the side quest. That's why it has an attack of its own, and not really a texture below it, but it actually fits, I think. That it doesn't have the texture. I mean, a tile set there. A tile set like, you know, buildings do, because it has an attack of its own. It could be enchanted, conjured, whatever. Not really a building, too. So anyway... Oh yeah, I remembered what I was talking about in my previous recording attempt. I was saying that I'm not gonna train any frost Wyrms. And then I digressed, or took that as a segue to the fact that English, there are some languages, you know, okay, hold on. I took that as a segue to stating that we did learn bits and pieces, and then some useful or interesting opinions and statements and information at the university. You know, regardless of whether I passed the one test that it all depended on or not, or still depends. I don't know the result for sure yet. And one such information was that English used to be a synthetic language. Synthetic means that it can convey more information with less words, for the most part, contrary to analytical languages which convey the same amount of information or less with more words. You know, that we learned pretty early on. But then the other piece of information that maybe others did, but I didn't until much later, is that that also has... it does make sense, it's just I never connected it. That because of such a change, the English that exists nowadays kept the old spelling, but in fact has new pronunciation, and you can fuck right off. Oh, in the previous recording they attacked up here, and they were about to wreck the base. So I guess that's fine. You know, that they destroyed one ziggurat and sawed it off. So, that's the reason why you have a worm and a worm, but one is W-O-R-M and the other is W-Y-R-M. The Wyrm. Am I getting attacked? Oh, I am, okay. Come here. Death. Death for all of you. Oh, there we go, they're attacking again. Nope. It's doing quite a bit of damage to him.
At last.
I just want the hero to fucking vaporize, if possible. What the f- Why is he getting nuked? What the hell? What the fuck? The shit? What is this? Again? The fucking weird difficulties? Last time I attacked the base, nothing like this happened. Like, I think that's, aside from the cinematics, the translation and the polishing this could use, or like fleshing out of ideas, I think one big way this could be made much more enjoyable would be
Finally.
redesigning the way that the AI decides to suddenly throw everything at you, and, you know, the next time you play, nothing whatsoever, not even one unit.
Research complete.
I don't know, like, if Flower Fairy's definition of fun is getting fucked both sides in one try, and then not seeing an enemy
What is it now?
for half of the mission the next time you play it.
Frostborn hunger. Research
It's like, you don't need to lecture me on... Oh my god, I forgot he has invulnerable copies that do damage. I mean, illusions. You don't have to remind me or lecture me that Flower Fairy herself says she has university studies. You know, I get that, but... It's not even a theory, it's just an opinion that eventually she's gonna run out of ways, I think at least, maybe I'm wrong, maybe she won't run out of ideas, but I think that eventually she'll run out of ideas and characters to you know, inspire her own versions of these characters, no, to make her own versions of these characters and put them into her project. Now I think there's a cap, like eventually there will be no characters to do this with, if she keeps it at this pace. Which is why I think she should maybe slow down and revise some of these and update them and make them better, because they're, from what I understand from my point of view, for her it's like a one-time thing. It's like, make it, get feedback, improve it in the next one, that's it, never return to it again. Yeah, sure you can do that, but as I say, then you have a limited amount of content you can make, and if all the feedback you get, if you apply that only to the, you know, to your latest project and not come back to any of the earlier ones and fix those, you're missing out on a lot as a project creator, I think, or that's my opinion. It's like, you could make your earlier projects a lot better if you applied the feedback to them as well, instead of pushing out ever more projects. It's like, I also do get the argument, if anyone was to make it, that this could be understood, the way she's releasing the campaigns, as a way to get continuous feedback, so that it's more fine-tuned. Because if she did all the changes, or if she took any of the feedback and tried to apply it to all of the previous projects, and the feedback wasn't like fine-tuned, or, you know, there was something wrong with it, then all of the projects would be, there would be something wrong with all of them because of the feedback as well. I get that point of view. I'm not sure if I communicated it well enough. I hope you understand what I meant. Like, well, either way. I get that argument. That could be made. But still, I don't think Flow Fairy is the type of person that would return to a project just to make it better. I think she would rather instead make a new one. You know, which do as you will, but as I said, I think you take some chances away from yourself.
Tread lightly.
Oh, a Sobi mask. Very nice.
Resurgent's town is under attack.
A fateful choice. Yes, right away. A fateful choice.
Speak, fool.
Time is fleeting.
What is it now? Our Resurgent's
Gold.
town is under attack. Frostmourne hungers.
Oh, whoops. Alright, let's make some control groups.
Our Resurgent's town is under attack. Eyes.
Yeah, they're not doing that bad, are they? Yeah, they're not doing that bad. They managed to defend from Cho'Gall. Yeah, it's fine.
Finally.
Alright, so let's save in case that the game decides to close itself again. Anyway, I raised the side objective over here.
Frostmourne hungers.
I initially didn't intend on recording whatsoever. I wanted to go sleep some more because my eyes were hurting. They were from being dry. Such is the price of laser eye correction, or as I called it in the past, laser eye surgery. Oh, laser eyesight correction. There.
This is more like
And I called it laser eye surgery.
Frostmourne hungers.
No.
What is it now?
So
This is more like.
I was sitting there,
Finally.
painting away,
Hungers.
and I noticed,
At last.
and also remember that I have these eye drops that are especially for my condition, for my eye condition. And I thought to myself, hey, why don't I use them?
No one orders.
It's like, I know it gets worse for a short while and then it gets better. So I applied the... Oh, he teleports. Yeah.
Frostmourne hungers. Our Resurgent's town.
So I applied the drops
Frostmourne
into my eyes, and I was not prepared for the way it was gonna hurt. I was prepared it was gonna hurt, but not the way it was gonna hurt.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
So I was sitting there. It was not hurting that much, but it was hurting in a way where I couldn't just keep my eyes open whatsoever.
Our Resurgent's town
Thankfully
is under
though,
attack.
I
At last.
set a video to play before I applied the drops.
Finally. At last.
So I was sitting there listening to Force and failing at Hotline Miami 1
This is more like.
and getting memed on by the chat of this.
Tread lightly. Our forces are under attack. Last. This is more like it.
Alright, how do I get there?
Frostmourne hungers.
Okay. So there are 4 bases I need to destroy.
Our forces are under attack.
Are they?
Fool.
Huh? Oh, hello.
Search complete. This is
I think if that attack landed, it did, it might trigger... Oh, hello.
finally.
Hello. No.
Oblivion awaits for the frozen.
No. 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 I mean, he can't get away, can he? If I execute this...
Town is under attack.
Yes!
This is more.
Yes! I don't play melee, but I know how to do this regardless.
What is it now? At last.
Get wrecked.
Finally. Town is under attack.
Who's sleeping all of my heroes, by the way? Fuck off. Oh, it's him, is it? I have a lot of resources. It's just I don't think they would be. I'm not prepared for unit macro. Like I could do it. I have units ready, and I don't have a problem with training them. It's just I'm not in the mood for it currently. So I'm gonna do heroes only. It's the most efficient. You know. Oh wait. Oh, you little shites. Oh, I don't have. Oh, I don't have web. Thank you for reminding me. For that, your demise will be swift. As the cliche lines in some games and cinematics go. How much damage do they? Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's completely fine. And the inside is completely dry. Alright, back to here we go.
Research complete. Our brethren's town is under attack. What is it now? This is more like it.
Yeah, they're still holding, that's good.
Finally.
Yeah, that's fine. What I wanted... I didn't want to heal, fuck. What I want to do is destroy at least one or two bases before their defenses fail. Defenses of the Ice Crown forces. A viewer pointed out Nguyen Tong or something along those lines. I'm sorry, I can't remember. I'm not good at names. But it's the one that goes by the Discord name of Crommy. Oh, he reses from that, huh? I pointed out that Order of the Dawn sounds more like a paladin, you know, name for a paladin organization than Twilight Samurai. I mean, a Twilight Samurai wannabe. There's tentacles, there's... I think we can all agree this is Twilight Samurai. Or at least, you know, even if it's not, it's very, very heavily inspired by it. Quote-unquote inspired. And to that I would say, yeah, maybe, but, you know, names are names.
Our brethren's town is under attack. At last. Frostborn hungers. At last. This is more. Finally.
Let's kill... If only I could select the damn thing.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Alright, this base is done.
No one will. Frostborn hungers. Research complete.
Oh, right. Another thing.
Speak.
About the guild posts that I deleted.
At last.
Like yesterday or 2 days ago, I'm not sure. I said I don't care for scare tactics. Like getting threats from the guild members that are PMing me. Although I did not post the screens. Because... Okay, to portray the situation, someone in global chat was asking, or will asking, he was advertising that he wants to buy achievements for gold, in-game gold. So it's not breaking anything. If it were for money, IRL money, it still wouldn't be breaking anything. However, we've seen scenarios where Blizzard doesn't really like that, and players getting permabanned from WoW for, you know, taking money for clearing out dungeons for players that pay for it. But the person in the global chat was offering gold for it, like 50,000 gold for hardcore achievement there, 40,000 for hardcore achievement here, stuff like that. And I messaged because I saw the person sending that message for like the third day. Third? No. Second? Second. So I messaged the person saying, Oh, before I messaged the person, I wrote in the global chat, there's one guy that sells these, and he also streams. And then I PN'd the guy. You know, I wrote one message in global chat so that if anyone else was trying to message him, they would know that if they were trying to message him with the same quote-unquote vague information, that they would know it's not required anymore, probably, because I did it already. Then I went into the private messages, or whispering, and then I wrote, I don't remember the name of that someone, or even the name of his stream, but he posted, like, 4 days ago, his Twitch stream link, and he said, clearing out heroics. I opened the stream. Oh, I replied with a sarcastic comment, which I don't think he ever read, the streamer that posted his thing in global chat, because he played on Horde, so I think he just visited his like level 10 Alliance account to, or account, level 10 Alliance character just to post that and then sort of back to Horde. By the way, fuck Horde. They have no honor. It's mostly retards in my opinion. They, you know, a lot of the time I see someone leveling and I leave them be if they're killing something I need to kill as well. Then I try to kill it and they suddenly come back, or like if they're rogue out of stealth to try and fuck me over. Or if they're a mage, they just teleport and start throwing firebombs. Fucking dickheads, if anything. I'm gonna start killing Horde like whenever I see them from some point onwards. But anyway, I digress. So he went on Alliance to like post the link and then sorted off back to Horde. And I replied with a sarcastic comment. It's like, oh yeah, let me advertise my YouTube as well. I never did, I only wrote that, but I digress. The point is, when I opened the stream, it was a Czech stream. He advertised it in English, but global chat has rules to be in strictly English. And he had a small, not small, he had a line of text that was in like 10 or maybe 9 letter size in English at the top of the stream, selling hardcore achievements. He had like 100 to 140k per achievement. PM me and we can make a deal. So you know, it was obviously the offer of 50k per achievement and 100 to 140k per achievement wouldn't meet, but you know, he had the line there, PM me and we can make a deal, so maybe they could negotiate. So that's what I was going off of. I still can't remember the name, but the player was playing as a Blood Elf DK, I think? Female? Blood Elf female DK? And you know, that's what I messaged. I don't know the name to the guy that was asking. I don't remember the name, but there's this one guy, he streams and he sells achievements. Or I mean, they sell achievement as a guild, but I wrote he sells achievements. And then, out of nowhere, another person starts messaging me. And starts questioning me, what's the username? And shit like that, and I say, I don't know. It's been several days since I saw the stream, and I didn't go there with the intention of remembering the name whenever anyone asks. I just went there with the intention of taking a look at what that someone is actually advertising. You know, the quality of the stream, etc. And that someone had like 20-something viewers. The quality was fine, maybe downscaled. And so I replied to that someone, I don't fucking remember. That someone replied, you watch your tone, and I replied, no. And then that someone started threatening me, like, watch your tone, etc. It's like it made no sense. So I replied, no, I choose to not be threatened by some random onliner on a private WoW server. To portray what I think of him, and of this whole situation, and of how he approached me. And try to police what I say, what I think. Like, he didn't like that I didn't remember any name. You know, funnily enough, the person that I PN'd was grateful. He said, oh yeah, okay, thanks, I'll be on the lookout. You know, if he sees a Twitch stream link. It was this random peasant that got offended on behalf of someone else. And it's not the first time I encountered someone that did that, you know. In the past it was Shard 100 who got offended on behalf of Jay Barino, etc. Yeah, I still remember, I still hold a grudge. And one of the reasons why I deleted the post, the guild post, was point A. Grudges are not a good thing. Remembering is good. I think holding a grudge is bad, so I need to try and fix that. And not hold grudges, only hold a memory. Although, you know, if you hold a memory, you probably also hold the feelings connected to that memory, and if you're not happy, you're gonna remember that. At least if you're me. So anyway. Oh, he's come back. Yeah, that's fine. So anyway, that random onliner on a private WoW server messaged me and tried to question me, to, I would say, even intimidate me. I said no. Then that someone wrote, "You made your choice," after writing something like what, not something, that he wrote explicitly, what's your tone? Last what was it? Last chance, there. Last chance. It's like, it sounded all like threats. I was there sitting thinking like, who the fuck do you think you are? You don't know me, I don't know you. And you want to exercise power over me, a random person you've never met. Then I shift-clicked that someone's name, and imagine my shock when I found out it was another member of the shitty power-tripping guild named Hiroshima. Yeah, that's the guild. That's not the first guild I was in that I wrote I was just having a really shit time in. That was a guild I joined shortly after. Well, shortly. That was a guild I joined like 2 to 3 days after I left the first one, and I thought it was gonna be all fine. Then I wrote my opinion in their Discord that I don't have a problem with gays, lesbians, whatever. But if you're not straight, I think it goes against what a human ultimately wants to achieve, and that is pass on their genes, continue their bloodline. You know, if you're not straight, you're not interested in the opposite sex, in basically reproducing. You know, you still might be, but I think there aren't as many incentives if you're not straight to do that, to pass on your genes, etc. I wrote that, and I got marked as an idiot, ridiculed, and told I'm being offensive and that I'm being insulted, when it was the person that started ridiculing me that started with being offensive, and I only threw back like three weak insults just to give that someone back a taste of their own shitty medicine. So I got permabanned from the Discord by that someone. Imagine my shock that an SJW would have power. That SJW would want to censor opinions. Wow, I know, right? Crazy. Never seen before. Just assemble this as seen on TV SJW. Add water and let it rest for 10 minutes. Order now for $19.99. Whatever, the point is, screw that fucking guild Hiroshima. It's full of power tripping individuals, SJWs and who knows what else. Very often when I see someone being all active in global chat, trying to tell others what to think, how to behave, I shift-click their name. That's how you can see where they're at, their level and their full username, and what guild are they a member of, and you wouldn't guess, would you? What's the guild that they're a member of? Huh? I think you do know by now. If you haven't closed off the video or skipped forward, that is. So, I don't know. A guild like that, I think, will find no support with the admins of the server. If that person tried to get me banned for being quote-unquote offensive in the chat or in-game chat or Discord, whatever. Because although it says do not be vulgar in the server's rules, people regularly are vulgar wherever. Maybe except the global chat, because that is being watched because it's like supposed to be only in English. But people are on the regular vulgar and no one gives a shit. So I would be really surprised if the server admins decided to ban me because some SJW sent a screen and ran over to them crying like a little baby. Wah! He has an opinion I don't like and he wasn't banned in game yet. Wah! You know, that's what they sound like in my brain. They're like incredibly childish. Like, let other people have their opinions. Sure, you don't have to like their opinions. You don't have to like the way they're promoting or even you know, sharing these opinions, but they are allowed to have their opinions. If you don't like it, just scroll past, ignore it, do whatever. Just don't be a baby about it. It's the only requirement. That's a requirement that SJWs keep on failing over and over. It's like, no, you have no power in these realms. The more you push for it, the more you're gonna alienate everyone to your quote-unquote cause, which really isn't trying to help people of different sexualities and races, but it's the exact opposite. It's just a weapon. But you know, another interesting thing, I you know, talked about this with a streamer, a Twitch streamer of Warcraft 3, who on the stream, when I mentioned this, it's like social justice sucks, ha ha ha. He said, please don't type that. And then in Discord private messages, I asked him, so what's your opinion on this? I just wrote that to try and get that out of you, that information. It's like, what's your stance on this thing? Because I don't think I can be like friends, or not even friends, just okay with someone who likes social justice, because they tend to be illogical in my head, at least. And he said he definitely doesn't like it, he just doesn't want to hear of it whatsoever on the stream. You know, I wrote that in his stream chat, that's fine.
At last.
That sounds logical.
And
In the Lich King's name.
the thing about that is, oh yeah, he said he gets enough of it every day. He doesn't want things to be politicized. Sure, I respect his wish. It's his stream chat, fine. However, if we don't collectively do something about it, it's gonna get much worse. Just like Total Biscuit says,
No one orders around.
we can't do something about it after all. It's like, if you see a product that is... That's the fountain, nice. If you see, you know, a game studio suddenly starts upholding social justice and the product looks like it's gonna be shit, you can just not buy it. And that's gonna send the devs and the publisher a clear message. We don't want this, keep it out of your game. However, some would go very far as to put it in regardless of how much it's gonna sell or not, and make sequels. In that case, all one can really do as a customer is shout and stomp and whine about it. And I think that's pretty much the case with social justice. It's like, what can we really do about it? Governments don't seem to be interested in... Your allies' hit points have increased by 50%? I mean, that is good. And the AI seems to be also counter-attacking. Yeah, it's fine. It wasn't that difficult to get, so I guess the bonus is still very, very good of a reward, considering the amount of effort I had to put in. It's just I had hoped it would be something else. Death. And corporations seem to, for whatever the reason, listen to these more and more. It's like, I know I said I'm not going to be talking about this, but I change my opinions not very often, but on some things I change my opinions often. This is one of the cases. It's like, a great example I can think of is Gillette. There was a controversy that Gillette was had like a contract or was assembling their products in some factory in Asia using child workers to achieve lower prices, etc. And when they were getting into heavy, they being the Gillette company, subsidiary of Heckler and Koch or something, or Heckler. I can't remember the exact name, but the point is, when Gillette was getting heat for that, they decided it's time to make a great marketing move. And you know what that move was? Well, now we do. All white men are the devil. You know? And also, the men can be... We believe the men can be better. I think that also implied that white men are rapists and sexists and everything. It's like, okay, if you make that sort of trailer, you might get free clicks from the activists that pretend to be gaming journalists and from the Twitter woke individuals. But who do you think is gonna buy your products afterwards? Many people just want a good product and they don't want any political shit. And a company that sells a lot of its products to mainly male demographic, I would say even mainly white male demographic, if you tell them they're bad and they need to get better, they're not buying your products to be lectured about what they need to be. They're buying your products because it's a good product, or because they like it, or because whatever. They're not buying it for the purpose of being told, you're a bad white man, you need to get better. It's even hypocritical that such statements, untold, but they were implied, that such statements would come out of the hypothetical mouth of a company that doesn't have a problem with using child work. You know, so... But that is an example I think encompasses what social justice really is. It's for hypocrites. And I'm a hypocrite as well, but I'm not gonna be secretive about it. I added that into my YouTube channel description, into my Hive Workshop, I think? No, into the Hive Workshop one I didn't yet. Because in there no one ever looks up my profile. It's like some of you that watch me for like 2 or 3 years now, or like a year ago, someone messaged me on Hive Workshop like, "Yay, you're on Hive, congrats!" And I replied, "Yeah, I'm on Hive for about a year now." It's like, really? Yes, I even have the Hive Workshop linked in my YouTube profile page, or like information page. You can do that. You can link Hive Workshop and other sites like that. So that's why I haven't put that into my Hive Workshop description, but I digress. I know I'm a shitty person. Shitty in some aspects, good in others. And I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm not even close to being perfect or even good. I'm mediocre at best. But at least I know that's the case. Many of those types that will tell you you need to get better will never acknowledge any of this. That they're not good, they're not even mediocre. You know, another point is why I talk about this as of lately often in my videos. It is the fact that at some point in the past, you know, I was just a kid, I was a teenager. I liked games. I liked playing games. And I liked playing games I found good. It started off, games I really got invested into were like Dragon Age Origins, Mercenaries World in Flames, great game. Old, but great. At the time, great. Age of Mythology and things, you know? And then at some point, also League of Legends and then Dota, but whatever. Then at some point, it all went downhill. Let me just check if I have hard drive space, if I'm not talking to myself. Oh yes, I do, and it is recording. So then at some point, the products started to get really shit, and I wondered. Well, not really shit, I started not enjoying them. I wasn't enjoying them anymore. I was wondering, why is that the case? Why? Why do I not enjoy it anymore? Why am I not having fun? Is it because I played them so much of it? Must be the case, right? And so I was wondering, I didn't know. I had no idea. I was sad because I didn't know I don't enjoy playing the same things that I once used to. Although I did notice that the product started to change, I just didn't know how, in what way, what made them do this kind of changes, or do these kinds of changes. So I was wondering. And now I think I know the reason. It was social justice that started kicking in at the time, that started making everything shittier, because I don't know how you, but I have social justice connected with just bringing overall shitty products, mismanagement, that kind of thing. And now I know that if I see a product suddenly starting to make a turn towards that, I know to stay the fuck away from it and look for an alternative. And so far it's proven to be very useful of an approach to things. And actually, I've been playing only games that I find fun. Things like Dead Cells. No sign of social justice there. You know, things like... I don't fucking know at the moment, but you get the point, right? Things like Darkest Dungeon, things from studios that just want to make a good product for your money. They just want to make a good product, and you can give them your money and they won't tell you that you're evil and that you need to get better. You know? It's like things like that. And now I forgot where I was headed with that, but long story short, oh yeah, now I remember it. I'm amazed. I'm able to keep the thread, or like keep track of where I want to continue once before I left off, before I digressed. It's like I keep on talking about this because I don't know how you, but if I had known back in the day. You stop right there, criminal scum. If I had known back in the day that this is one of the things, I would say, a primary thing responsible for shitty products, then I would know how to avoid, how to avoid this in other games, or how to avoid games which want to include this shitty thing too, and I can just start having fun again. It's like, if I had only known what social justice is, and that it, from my point of view, isn't anything good, then I would have been much happier back in the day. And that's why I just talk about it. Maybe it doesn't do anything for you, maybe it discourages you from watching my videos, but I just hope I'm helping someone with talking about this, because talk is all I can do at the moment. Actually, maybe I can do more, but, talk is probably the most useful thing I can do when it comes to,
What is it now?
when it comes to... Is it healing the dragon? Oh no, it went far ahead. Damn it.
Speak, fool.
Like, I just hope I'm helping someone with pointing at how shitty it is.
This is more like
I haven't provided any direct examples of shitty products except for Gillette. And it's like, in the gaming industry you have Mass Effect Andromeda, the new Dragon Age is supposed to be the lead director of that game's development is an SJW, a Twitter SJW. It's not gonna be good, mark my words.
At last. This is more like it.
Battlefield 5,
Frostmourne hungers.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 from EA, which is a company that would uphold social justice, and you know,
Our forces are under attack.
it's more like social injustice rather than justice. Well, I digress. There are also some exceptions. Why I can't go up? Oh, I'm gonna need a barge. Okay. There are some exceptions, but I think they are exceptions strictly because they were first and foremost made to be good games, good products. And then... oh, I can heal him with this, I forgot almost. And only then was social justice pushed in to get those free activist clicks. Or like activist press clicks, like articles, etc. Things like Apex Legends, which got tiresome really fast, but it is a good product. I would say that's a good product. It has... it's like the only white male in there is toxic. Haha. You got black, you got... it's not Mexican, it's... I don't know what is that called. But you have other nationalities. And races. I think that's how it's said. And you know, despite that, you also have lesbians, gays, whatever. But despite that, it's a good game, and none of these things impact the gameplay whatsoever. It's just, you know, something that was done to get the attention of the press, because it was first and foremost made to be a good product. But these things are rarely ever the case. Like, Respawn Entertainment is a studio that is there to make a good game, and I think that it's putting in social justice only because of being under EA.
Our brethren's town is under attack. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
And more often than not,
This is more
that's not the case.
Frostmourne
Because like a studio that upholds social justice, I think that's gonna make a lot of the time just a shit product. Not even a studio, just a company. You know. Raoul Gillette, the best a man can get. Video copyright claim. You know, like, in other words, I think what I wanted to say by that Raoul Gillette bit is, I think that Gillette's products are gonna go downhill from now on. Or from now on. From the point of them saying that the white man is bad and needs to get better. And once again, I'm commenting about things that are not connected to the mission. Did I say connecting about things? I meant to say talking about things that are not connected to the mission whatsoever, because what is there to say? It's like not much. I could be talking about the units, but I think that would be boring. Wouldn't it? Death. Murder. Woo!
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. For the Lich King.
And do I have to destroy everything or just get the obelisks? Oh, I have to get just the obelisks. Well, I'm gonna destroy the base. 3, 5. There is a 6th obelisk somewhere. Did I need to get... oh, there it is, probably. Probably. Okay, I'm gonna destroy this base. I'm gonna leave this one standing. And then we'll have to wait and see. It's like... if social justice wasn't as invasive in the industry that I care about, and that's games, I probably wouldn't care, but I just want good games. I just want good games. If they fuck off from games industry, I'll be fine. Others won't, because those, if that happens, then social justice will still be a thing in other industries, but I mean, I just want good games. And there haven't been that many. It's like AAA industry is a dumpster fire. Companies are more concerned with their customers speaking right rather than making a good product. It's like, how more ridiculous can it get? I don't think it can get much more ridiculous than that. I think it's sad. Where did the customer first go? Now it's the loudest non-customer first. When did it go so wrong? When did it go so bad? Maybe actually the sixth obelisk is up here. But none of these were inside a base. They were just close to a base, but I mean none of the enemies. Obelisks. Oh, hello. So although to my surprise, maybe maybe the Hiroshima Guild is not as full of shit as I think it might be, because I say that social justice brings mismanagement and poor products. However, the guild is very well organized when it comes to raids, and they offer flasks, which are items which can increase one of your stats for an hour, and they cost a bunch of gold on the auction house, or require alchemy 520 to have all the flask recipes, I think. That takes quite a lot of time. It's like I've done alchemy over the past 3 days, and it took me exactly that. 3 days to get it to 500. I currently have 506 out of 525. I'm missing some, like, free recipes, but you get the point. It's they are well organized in that. They have multiple raiding groups, and they raid like 4 times a week, because there are 4 possible well, not 4 possible raids. If you get more people, you can raid more, but like they have a default of 4 possible raids: 10 man and 25 man, I think, both normal and heroics. Or is it just 10 mans? I think it's just 10 mans. But the point is, maybe the guild is not as full of shit. It's just I've had a really shit experience because I got permabanned by some retard that couldn't take another opinion and marked it as ignorant and stupid. And then some of its members decide to message me and send me threats like last... what was it? I destroy all the bases, okay. And things like, last choice, what's your tone? You made your choice. Or like, not last choice, last chance. It's like, I would say that's another exception. I also talked with a few of the members. Like one private messaged me after I got kicked. And then I talked with 2 others that I met. And many people that are in that guild seem, from what I understand, seem to not have any interest in any of the opinions that the one person that kicked me holds. And they agreed with me. They said, yeah, I believe there are 2 genders, and you know, I think that statement alone would warrant the person that messaged me a kick and a permaban. That's how ridiculous it is, but you know, they're in there for the raids. I was just unfortunate to be opinionated as of this decade grew to be. I have opinions and I'll make sure to share them. And I'm all for discussing something, but getting banned just for having an opinion, like, come on. So, you know, maybe that's just an exception. I would say it's maybe just an exception because many of its members by that extent aren't social justicers, but they just don't care. They're there for the raids. And that's fine. They're there to play the game, but then what happens if you want to talk about something that's not about the game and you get banned for your opinion on it? It's not really fair, is it? There's a waygate? Where does it lead to? Yo, who knows? Oh no. I just realized. It said destroy bases. Fuck. That means I have to destroy every... Oh. Fuck. And, you know, despite me playing with just heroes, it's been an hour and 49 seconds. And it's not looking like I'm gonna be that much over the... I mean, it doesn't look like I'm that far away from the end of the mission. Although, there is another main objective that I haven't done yet, but I have all the side objectives done, so...
No one orders me. Speak. No one orders me.
I'm glad I bought the dragon. It's a good anti-building tool. Not the best, but good. Oh, damn. Screw cancer, man. Screw it. My mother had cancer. They took a bit portion of her eye to get rid of it, of the cancer. My father had symptoms, all the symptoms of cancer. It's just magically disappeared, or so I understood it. In the last moment possible. Our dog, our previous dog, had cancer, and one of our current 2 dogs has all the symptoms that the previous one had. It's even the person that I really liked back in the day when I was a teenager, Total Biscuit, fucking died of cancer. Freddie Mercury, a singer that I quite like too. I don't listen to him that often. Only, like, I haven't listened to any of his songs for years now, but I liked him back in the day. He also died of cancer. It's like, so many people that could do so much more for this world die of cancer or just...
At last. This is more like it.
Don't mind me, I'm just ranting.
Speak.
I like wish. I wish. You know, maybe it sounds nasty. What I'm about to say. Maybe it's gonna sound nasty there. That's what I'm trying to say. But I think that those people that uphold social justice, they've never had any health issues. They've never been in a situation where they would just feel really shit. They just want to make others feel like shit, and I would just wish, like, if I could go back in time, if I had the power to, not back in time, if I had the power to choose between an SJW having cancer and someone like Total Biscuit, which after he moved to America, he, you know, started acquiring these opinions, but his opinion on the industry and censorship, etc., was still the same. If I could choose between him having cancer and an SJW, I would choose the SJW any day of the week. It's like, they bring nothing productive. I get that it gets tiresome to talk about it, or to even hear about it, to even think about it. I get that. And I thought I wouldn't talk about this ever again. It's just, for some reason I feel compelled to do so. I'm actually very content with the way that I talked about this in this particular video. I think it was coherent, well thought out and put together. I hope I haven't forgot like any building. Like a small farm at the end of the map. One is... This is a barracks, this is a armory, and what is this? I mean a blacksmith, and what is this? It's a caster building? Might be. Damn, the laptop's keyboard is hot. Oh, ho, ho, that's hot. That's hot. Death. I wonder if there's like anything else around the map that I missed. Might be. But I already got the eye. Arthas is immune to magic, so... Oh, there's an actual tower, huh? Aha! Joke's on you! That's how bad the towers are. I think that tower even had full mana. Which... how much damage does it add? It's like Orb of Annihilation, that's... I would guess like 6 damage. And it still couldn't kill. By no means am I saying make it stronger. Because if you compare it to a Spirit Tower, it has 250 more health and plus 1 armor. And it has an actual ability that allows it to do area damage and increase its damage. And I'm just mocking the tower because why? Yeah, because it's not sentient, because it's just artificial intelligence controlling that. And anyway, oof. I'm gonna try uploading this as soon as possible, but it's supposedly gonna have like 18 gigabytes or more, so diff. Have I forgot anything? Not really. Should be all destroyed, frankly. Yeah. Oof. Oh wait. Oh my. The last time I saved was like what? 20-30 minutes ago? That would have been quote unquote hilarious if my game crashed then and there as I was clicking the save button. Oh hello. No, 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 no. Actually, you're gonna be a part of a social experiment. I did forget something, apparently. I don't know what, but I did.
Research complete.
We're gonna start ghosting, okay?
Research complete.
I'm compelled to do I see that people to check the map what I missed. What have I missed? Because I have no idea. Oh wait, I haven't been inside these. Where do they lead? Wait. There's a disciple down there. That means there's a base somewhere else. There has to be a town hall. One more town hall at least. Because it says destroy all of the Order of the Dawn's bases, not units, not forces. Oh, you can walk here? Interesting. I've noticed these caves all over the place. I do wonder if they're gonna be somehow involved in the next segment, in the next main quest, I mean. Oh, that's gonna drop something useful, I imagine.
What must I do?
You must become this dude. Damn it! Fuck you! I just wanted to have fun. I guess fun is not welcome.
Needs revealing.
Eh.
No one orders me around.
Ah!
Lich King.
Well, before I do that, I'm gonna save and check. Where does this go?
Dead man walking.
Ah, okay. Let us check what is the next main objective. What?
Tread lightly. This is more like it.
Where is it? Where's the one thing that I'm apparently missing? I have 6 obelisks. I destroyed all of the bases. What is it that I'm missing? Okay. What? Where? How?
No one orders me around.
What? How did you miss that? I A-clicked over there.
No one orders me around.
Well, fine.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, 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 I do want to check that.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
I mean... Oh. Oh, nice. Creeps. I'm gonna murder them. All of them. No, no, no. Sneaky. I wonder if Sindragosa is using her head as the shield. Or if she has like another skull added on top of her own skull.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly.
Skullception.
Ah, at last.
Destroy them all! Kill everything!
What is it?
Lord Korn, drive my
Frostmourne
axe.
hungers. Speak.
As it would go if this were Warhammer Mark of Chaos. A great game in my opinion. Just surprised that it got only one expansion and that it wasn't expanded upon further. Death Coil.
Speak, fool.
I think I would appreciate if these creeps were in the first half of, or like first third of the map. This is a bit too far. It's like,
What is it now?
this is investing into the next mission. Maybe if it was earlier in the map,
Tread lightly.
then it could
Where shall my
you
blood
know,
be spilled?
Yours to
be of more
command.
use, and especially earlier. Khadgar's Gem of Health. I mean...
I am sworn to Ner'zhul. Chilling
I mean, yeah.
by your word. It is destined.
My talents are yours. I have heard
No
the
one
summons
orders
this
me
around.
around.
To command.
Tread lightly.
Death.
Finally.
Now to murder the rest.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. For the Lich King.
Oh
This is
my
more like
god. Yes. I am so fucking glad
fool.
I didn't end the mission yet.
Tread lightly.
I mean, Arthas has lifesteal himself though. So I shouldn't put the chimes on him. But I feel like I kind of want to do that. Instead of the helmet.
My might cannot be matched. I am sworn to Nezul. I have heard the summons. Kinky. By Nerub. Direct me.
My talents are yours.
I want at least one orb of corruption on my side, though.
Dead man walking. It is destined.
What is
Fine.
it now? What needs revealing?
Alright, what's the next phase? I hope it's not gonna be too long. That's what she said.
I
Ha ha ha. What else did I miss? Where? Fucking really? Really? How was I supposed to know that was there?
No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
I'm glad that cheats aren't locked in this campaign. Like one thing that I seriously despise for multiple reasons is when someone locks cheats. As in, you type a cheat, you lost. It's like, one of the reasons is, well, first of the reasons is, as a YouTube, I record gameplay for YouTube. If you update your project and you don't make the missions available, that means I gotta play through all of it again, even though I've already done it once, and I can't speed up the process. Another is, if I want to check for a case like this, you know, when I just want to use a cheat for convenience, like speeding up the training of a unit, which also is a fair cheat because it speeds up training for the AI, or give myself extra resources because the enemy is not actively doing anything to stop me from getting control of the map, of the gold mines, etc., and I just want to save time, once again, for convenience. I fucking hate when I can't do that. Or like, who's your daddy, because I'm obviously able to defend, but I can't use the cheat to make it more convenient and to be able to focus on the commentary more when in a defense mission. You know, it's... Oh, he magically resurrected and appeared. What's he gonna summon? Yoxeron? Great Lord will descend. It could be Deathwing. Boss fight incoming. Holy shit, why is that a massive eye, by the way?
What is it? I sleep. Tread lightly. Or lich. Our forces are under attack.
Well, now that the initial nuke is gone, I think we can deal with this dude very easily.
Tread lightly.
Because you know why? Because I have this. Oh, it moved out of the nuke, but it did receive the damage from that. Destroy them all! I mean, destroy it! Kill it! Oh, it's undead. Okay. Death! What? Why did he heal to full health, by the way? Oh, blue is helping me as well. That's nice. I hope he's not gonna heal like 15 more times. That would be unfortunate. Just die, mate. Get stunned. Oh, whoops. A channeled nuke? It's not really that good, per se. Death. Woo! We won! Oh, I guess that's it for this gameplay mission, and I'll see you in the next one. If I didn't discourage you too much with my commentary in this one.